Oh, what a surprise! It must be. Is today Grab Bag Day?
It's Jazz ABCs.
Jazz
ABCs. No,
ABCs.
actually, I'm lying. I'm wrong. It's a deep dive into George Benson. It's a deep dive into George Benson. Is that okay with you?
I think you stayed up too late yesterday.
I might have.
Last night might have been, it was a big day for you yesterday. I remember that.
Yeah.
We won't go into it.
Much too long.
I hate to talk about marital problems anyway.
Oh, jeez. So George Benson. Let's see. Where am I starting here? He started.
It was just his second label that he went to.
CTI. Well, that's okay. Anyway, Body Talk, and he started out, getting some notoriety, playing with Jack McDuff, and even his first album, the Big Boss Guitar one, he was noticed, and he's always been a favorite of mine because he reminded me a lot of Wes Montgomery, and I was a big Wes Montgomery fan. And to hear somebody else that was as interesting a guitarist and in the jazz vein, and I didn't really care for his vocals as much when he got into more of his vocals. I mean, he could definitely carry a tune, but it wasn't. I want to hear more of his guitar playing most of the time. So the earlier records where he's playing that, I prefer. But that's just me. I mean, he won 10 Grammys, so he was doing things right. Here's Shape of Things to Come. Foolin', Don't Let Me Lose This Dream. And he always had some good sidemen. Here he has Herbie Hancock on piano and Hank Jones. Ron Carter on bass. And here he is working with Joe Farrell. Flute song, Beyond the Ozone. Camp Hump. Rolling Home, Old Devil Moon. Got in there. So those are always fun to listen to. Hearing him was Ron Carter and Jack DeJohnette. Or is it Jack DeJohnette? How do you know?
Well, I'm fluent in many languages, but not French so much.
Oui. So this is another CTI, but that was about the time I was buying a lot of records. Was the CTI time period, and Hold On, I'm Coming, Summertime, Skydive, Octane, No Sooner Than Done. It's called Space. Blue Benson.
On Polydor.
Polydor, yeah.
I didn't even realize he'd ever been on Polydor. I'll be darned.
Yeah, I'm looking here. Robert Palmer wrote I wonder if that's Robert Palmer of rock music that wrote that.
I think this is a coincidence.
Just coincidence.
This is a rock or jazz critic, I believe.
All right. Another one, White Rabbit. Summer 42, California Dreamin'. And this is arranged and conducted by Don Sebesky. I like a lot of Don Sebesky's work as far as an arranger, and even on a lot of his own records. And he's the one that is very underappreciated. I never remember hearing anybody talking about Don Sebesky, but when I first heard Don Sebesky, I was like, hey, this is good stuff. Then you got Billy Cobham on drums, Arito on percussion and vocals. A lot of Herbie Hancock again. So a lot of good players. Here's another CTI. Good King Bad. So let's see. Bad Benson. Take 5. Summer Wishes. Summertime in Concert. Would Take 5 and Gone. Also a CTI record. And the new exciting guitar of jazz today.
There you go.
It's Uptown now. I think this is number 2. I mean, the second record he put out.
Yeah, and see, this is his first record label was Columbia.
Columbia.
Because
John
those
Hammond.
come after that. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the early stuff, but even this early stuff is very good and fun to listen to. The liner notes don't tell me very well as far as who all is on here with him. Ron Kuber, who played with Maynard Ferguson's band for some years, but it doesn't give it very. Jimmy Lovelace on drums. But always fun to listen to, and this very early stuff, like I said, reminds me more of a Wes Montgomery kind of a sound. And then, of course, in his later years, he had like In Flight. This was one that really put him to the top. He had Ralph McDonald, Harvey Mason.
Does this say Warner Brothers?
Yeah, Warner Brothers. So Nature Boy, The Wind and I, The World is a Ghetto, Gonna Love You More, Valdez in the Country, Everything Must Change. So he started getting noticed then, and then this one really skyrocketed him. Breezin', This Masquerade, So This Is Love, Lady, and this is our original master recording. But really nice stuff.
That's Warner Brothers too.
And that was on Warner Bros. Yeah, well, you sometimes what you need a little more. Want to say broad.
Well, he had gone into popular, and at that
Yeah.
time he was touring, and he was more or less like a
Right.
arena type guy. He's doing the large
Right.
shows.
And this was produced by Quincy Jones, and has off Broadway. I'm not singing on Broadway one. I don't know if that's his twist on it or that was. I know he did on Broadway. Turn Out the Lamplight. That was good. This was a great live recording that he did.
That sold a lot.
Weekend LA.
Yeah, that was a big seller.
And this has on Broadway. And Lady Blue, we all remember Wes. Down Here on the Ground, California PM, The Greatest Love of All. And here's one, George Benson with Earl Klug. So he's did a lot with lots of different collaborations. I remember seeing a record a little bit ago. I think it might have been the Jean-Luc Ponty one that we had. That George Benson was also there. He is a mentoring. So that's always cool. Not that he was mentoring Earl Klug, but he did do his share of working with younger artists, up-and-coming artists, and that's always a good thing.
Yeah, I'm missing the record where he's walking across Abbey Road.
Okay.
You ever seen that one? I believe he does have one where and he's doing the Beatles
doing Beatles covers
on that old record. And did you have the White Rabbit?
I did.
And that's the Jefferson Airplane
Tune,
and he was doing popular rock.
Right.
Rock
No.
there.
Yeah. So he mixed it up. Is like most artists, they want to broaden their horizons and try different things, not just always go down that same vein. And he definitely did, right? I mean, I don't know how many people enjoyed his scat singing, but he would go there, and it didn't matter if they didn't enjoy it. He would still go down there and do more singing, which some artists are very uncomfortable in doing. I remember it took Eric Clapton a while to feel comfortable out front singing. He would have someone else sing in the bands, like in Blind Faith or Cream. That takes a certain amount of courage and to bring it to bear. So that was our deep dive into George Benson.
That's a pretty deep dive. You got a good selection there.
Okay.
You're only missing a few, though. I know he's probably had. I think these end somewhere just before 1990, and he's been out there another 40 years. So.
Right.
And he's been recording an album almost every year, so he's got a lot of records after this.
Yes.
But I must say, though I haven't been a record buyer in a long, long time. I don't think he's getting a lot of traction for those albums. So
Nobody's getting too much traction from their CDs. So much there, it's whatever's on Spotify and other streaming services. And
well, it's
you know,
great.
the-
He's
the
still
artists
out there.
are-
He's
yeah.
80 some years old, and he's still going worldwide. You
Oh
know?
yeah. Oh yeah.
If we were to look him up right now, we might find him in Britain or in France or Germany or
Sure.
crossing the United States. Yeah, he's an active guy.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Always.
And I might add that George, on behalf of the champ and I, when you're in Seattle, our home is your home. And if you have a few hours, we'll show you Seattle. We'll go to the top of the Space Needle.
Oh no, no, I'm not going.
You're not going?
That's like I get
Gets a little
anxiety.
jittery.
The glass on the
All right.
on the floor.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll take you on a ferry boat, okay?
I can do
He
that.
can do that. All right? Okay. Hey, this is Champ out, and thanks for watching. You got anything else to say?
Well, if you're a champ out, then I'm dizzy out. You said.
Well, I'm saying champ for this guy.
Oh, I see.
And then
So
he
you're saying it
says
for me, so I don't have to say
dizzy
anything.
for me.
There you
see?
go. There you go.
But anyway, I'm dizzy, he's champ, and we're out.
And we're out of it. All right. Take care.